shot over the top and then fielded behind the cage. Quick shot and an opening goal for the Leopards. And that is number 55, Eric Wolfson, the freshman out of Scottsdale, Arizona. And the Leopards lead it 1-0.
Yeah, you know, for the most of that possession, Air Force's defense was standing tall. I think they got caught up in a slide there when they shot it over the crossbar. And then that guy was able to feed him and just go 5-hole on Didi there for the first goal.
So with 13:49 to go in the first quarter, it's Lafayette striking first. And Danny, you alluded to this last year in Easton, Pennsylvania. So Lafayette works it over to the near side. Nick Muller. Behind the cage it goes. Defending there for the Falcons, number 24, Connor Albertson. A little work near side. This is Nicholas Blaylock. So good a year ago with 24 goals. Blaylock on the attack. Circles behind the cage and now pushed out. They work it wide to the far side. 10 to shoot here for the Leopards. Spin move up top. How about the defense here by the Falcons? And they'll just throw it away.
Yep. Like I said earlier on that first possession, Air Force looked really good. They didn't give them many looks. The first shot they got doesn't really count because it was, 3 feet over the crossbar. But there, Air Force made them just basically throw it in the corner and get ready for their ride. And you can see Lafayette's in a 10-man ride. Look for them to be in that a lot today.
Here's Cole Rassis over to the near side for the Falcons. Rassis sees it a go. He's a senior. He was instrumental in the Falcons' success. He and Wilhelm combined for 20. Again, good ball movement here by the Falcons. Schweiger, new to the starting lineup this year for the Falcons, but he could be an impact player, just a freshman. The drive, the score, the equalizer, 1-1 here. The Falcons knotted up, and getting inside is Versansky. And Air Force strikes with 11:10 to go here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, this was just a great possession. They worked the ball pretty well. One note for the Air Force offensive coordinators there was when Driggs did drive from X, they were super quick to slide to him, but they ended up finding Veransky out there on the wing with the shorty, and he just took advantage of him, came down, nice little bounce shot, 1-1.
So Luke Versansky ties this one up, and on the face-off again for the Falcons, it's Michael Frieri. From the left shoulder is Schweiger. Rassis, the rip, and a go-ahead goal. Cole Rassis makes it 2-1 Air Force with 9:38 to go here in the first.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, gets it through X. Just finds Rassis right there, and then just goes top corner, off stick.
So the Falcons scoring 2 unanswered goals, and they find themselves in front for the first time here this afternoon. Rassis, senior, out of Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Play starts.
So here we go out of the timeout. This is Cole Rassis. Plays it behind the net. And the Falcons going to work here with Christian Schweiger. Schweiger up top. Low shot and in for the goal. And who else? Kalen Driggs. He's on the board for the first time in 2026.
Yeah, that was real nice. You see Schweiger gets the ball kind of behind, throws a quick spin dodge, comes up a little bit, and then the pass that he gave, I was like, this is going to be pretty tight. But then when I realized it was to Kalen Driggs, no worries. He's catching it. He's burying it. 60 goals last year. That's
keep working side.
Push further out on the hop. Here's Rassis. And Wilhelm back and forth up top. Falcons showing some patience here.
And the Leopards are even now.
Spin move here by the Falcons. And shot looked like it hit iron.
It did.
Driggs nearly had his second of the game. Rassis under 3 to play here in the opening quarter. Wilhelm rocket of a shot and a 4-1 lead. Manna Wilhelm, the fourth different Falcon to score here this quarter, and it's 4-1 Air Force.
Yeah, Manna Wilhelm gets it here and just a big sidearm off the deck, tucks it underneath the crossbar. The Leopards had an injury up by the substitution box, and so Air Force kind of went man up again because that injured Leopard over there, and that's why
and that's taken away here by the Leopards. It'll run for Charlie Merrick. He'll push it back to midfield. And on the run. Oh, good pass. They get in deep and score. Lafayette strikes for the second time here this afternoon. Ben DiBattista makes it 4-2.
Yeah, Air Force kind of did not handle that 10-man ride. Charlie Pfeiffer coughed up the ball around midfield, and one of our attackmen got caught playing defense there. So you saw the long pole coming back from midfield, and it just got the Leopards with kind of a man-up, unsettled situation there for an easy.
Here's Schweiger. Spin move. And doubled up. Skip pass over to the far side. Good ball movement here by the Falcons. They go up top. Low shot. Side shot and a goal. The Falcons strike for the fifth time here this afternoon. And this time it's Ben Height. His first of the season. 5 different players have scored for Air Force.
Yeah, Air Force looked real good ball movement there. Got the defense hung up, just hits it up top, and then he just does a hard shot on the ground. Makes the score 5-2 Air Force.
42 seconds to go here.
Because there was the flag down at the end of the quarter and Air Force had possession, we just don't do the face-off, and Air Force just comes out here for a 30-second man up.
Driggs has it on the bounce and lets it go back to Cole Rassis. Kalen Driggs, one of the 5 players to score a goal in the opening quarter here for the Falcons. So skip past Driggs, rips it, and how about goal number 2 on the season for Kalen Driggs? A rocket to the top shelf.
Yeah, that was a really nice job from Air Force. When you're man up, that skip pass, if you get it through, that guy's going to be hands-free for an open shot. And if you get Kalen Driggs hands-free.
Pops out here on the wing on the near side. They'll push it right side, defended there by Charlie Pfeiffer behind the cage, rotated it over to Joseph Duggan. Trying to lose his man, sets up the shot, one hops it in for the 3rd goal of the game for Lafayette.
That was a nice little spin move and then a bounce shot. It looked like Didi actually had a good track on the ball. He makes a pretty good step. It just sneaks by him right inside the goalpost.
So Duggan gets the goal, 6-3 now, Air Force. 13:41 to go. Defended there by Dizak, or check that, Shumak. Oh, good defense there by Air Force, doubling it up. Little hesitation, run to the right side, shot and a goal. Across his body on the move, a goal by Aiden Copin, and it's 6-4.
Yeah, it was just a sidearm shot. Beat Didi on the stick side. For Air Force's defense, you don't want to let that guy just kind of sweep across the top. You want to force him down into the lane so that the goalie can kind of play his angles correctly. But when you let him shoot, just Cole Cunningham got it to his attackman, Stottlemyre, who had the long pole there right away. So he was smart, just took it out in the alley, slow it down, get your offensive personnel out of there and get a good possession.
There's Luke Versansky. Flips it back to Manna Wilhelm. They get in deep and score. And how about a goal for Christian Schweiger first of the season for Schweiger in the first of his collegiate career.
Yeah, it was good recognition by him. With that skip pass, you saw that defenseman come out to cover it, and he just snuck in from X, and then he just goes a little fake high, goes down low right in the 5-hole for his first goal of his Air Force career.
Rotates it over to Di Battista, and a defensive takeaway there. That's Cunningham using that long stick.
That's why he's the ASUN Specialist of the Year.
And how about the finish? Charlie Pfeiffer.
Yeah, that all starts with Cole Cunningham getting his stick up in the passing lane. He knocks it down. Air Force brings it down, and then Charlie Pfeiffer, we don't really pay him to get on the scoreboard. We pay him for what he does on the defensive side, but he just puts in a nice low hard shot and then a real nice celly right afterwards.
So 2 consecutive goals here for the Falcons. Schweiger made it 7-4, and then less than 2 minutes later at ball.
Called a loose ball hold on that one. I don't necessarily agree with it. But Air Force's defense, I mean, they're just getting after it. They look feisty down there.
That's Charlie Pfeiffer, number 45 out there. They force an errant pass, and they scoop it up. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Ridden out wide on the near side. This is Nicholas Blaylock off the screen. Blaylock moves in and scores. A beautiful screen, and Blaylock takes advantage. And the Leopards cut the Falcon lead to 3.
This was just miscommunication from Air Force's defense. You see the pick there, and then Aiden Chairs just thought he had a switch there, but nobody came, and then it's just one-on-one with Didi.
So 8-5 the score. 6:41 to go in the second. And a 3-goal lead. That's Christian Schweiger. Henry Spencer, he's seen more and more time as this game has gone on here this afternoon. Driggs. Schweiger wrapping it around. He's hit. Driggs picks it up, and then he's defended quickly, and Air Force will set it up again. Oh, good move there by Spencer. Works it behind the cane. Schweiger scores. What a play. The freshman, Christian Schweiger, for the second time today.
Yeah, this drive right here, he gets that. He sees that quick little lane there, but he's going in there with complete disregard for his own safety. If you're going to go drive from X into the front of the crease like that, you know you're getting hit. But he did it anyway. He puts in a nice little low shot and gets his second goal of the season.
Christian Schweiger, 2 goals here in this opener. Have to believe this is going to be all Kalen. And how about that? A rocket to make it 10-5 Air Force. He got isolated, and it was over.
Oh, absolutely. Look at this little shake and bake right there. That guy goes one way, and then he just goes low to high. Fox 3.
With 43 seconds to go in the second quarter. 10-5 Air Force opening up its largest lead of the afternoon.
Yeah, that was great recognition from Kalen Driggs. He saw that the slide man was a shorty, so he did a little kind of fake dodge to get the shorty to come to him to make.
Here before the end of the quarter, Volson tosses over to the right side. Screen there for Volson. They'll go over to the near side now. This is Copen. And how about that? With 7 seconds to go, Copen buries it for his second goal of the game. Aiden Copen makes it 10-6.
Yeah, just kind of an unsettled situation here. He's hands-free from the Mountain West sign, and I just don't think Didi saw that one clean come out of his stick.
So 10-6. Here's Wilhelm to his right. Tarassus, quick touch, and a goal to open up the third. From the far side, Luke Versansky.
Yeah, Air Force had really nice ball movement that entire possession. You see the Leopards came out in a zone on this one, and Air Force just keeps it hot until it gets over to Wrzansky, who goes low to high and puts it right underneath the crossbar.
13:43 to go here in the third quarter, and Air Force matches its largest lead of the game, up by 5. They'll rotate it over to the point. That's Wolfson. Quick toss to the near side to Duggan. Wolfson gets it in the middle. Quick touch. They get in deep and score. Great ball movement by Lafayette. And Ben DiBattista scores to make it 11-7.
The Air Force's man down had just been out there for a real long time. Nice little move there to get to the top of the goal. Makes it 11-7 Air Force.
8:30 to go here in the third. DiBattista cope and gets the goal with 7 seconds left. Cut it to 4. That was big. They trail by 4 here, 11-7.
And the penalty is finally over, so Air Force is back. Full strength.
Leopards dump it behind a cage. Trying to reverse direction, getting inside again is Lafayette. This time Nick Moeller. And it's 11-8, so 2 consecutive goals, 3 out of the last 4 in this game scored by the Leopards.
Yeah, this is a nice little drive from X. Gets Kleinbeck going one way, gets 1 step above goal line, and he just puts it over Didi's head.
So you mentioned it, Danny. The penalty certainly hurt Air Force, but if you're Bill Wilson, timeout is called. Trying to settle the troops here. 7:52 remaining, at least so far in the second half. Lafayette has come out strong.
They have. They definitely took advantage of having that 1 minute unreleasable. And then when they got the ball back right off that faceoff, you know, Air Force's defense is still, you know, a little tired, and they definitely took advantage of it.
We'll see how it plays out as this game goes on. 6,100 plus feet here, and another goal for Lafayette. They strike out of the timeout, and this time it's Jack Irish. 3 consecutive goals in 4 of the last 5 for the Leopards.
Yeah, this was just miscommunication. You know, he drives from up top. Didi's calling for the slide, but nobody went, and so it's just an easy one-on-one with Didi in the cage.
So Jack Irish gets his first goal of the game in the 5 goal.
Able to get a good pass across.
Here's Jack Irish. He'll try the left side. Defended there by the Falcons. It's Hee-Cheel Shin. A little hesitation. Trying the near side and a shot. They'll go far post and sneak it inside. Tough goal by Charlie Foley. It's 12-10.
Yeah, as he comes across here, you just see Air Force's defenseman just trips up on the netting.
2:59 to go in the third. Charlie Foley, third quarter. 6 goals scored this quarter, 4 of those for Lafayette. Oh, beautiful feed, and it's knocked down. Good look. Rassa scoops it up. Quick turn. Wrzansky rips it in for the goal. Luke Wrzansky with 8.5 seconds to go in the quarter. Just what the doctor ordered for Bill Wilson and company.
Yeah, I really like this possession out of Air Force. You know, you said it, the Leopards have scored 4 goals this quarter, and the Air Force hasn't really possessed the ball very much. But, you know, they didn't look too rattled. They definitely got one really good opportunity, rang the pipe, and then they got this second one where Varansky takes advantage of it and puts Air Force up 13-10.
Now, big time answer at the end of this fourth quarter, and a little bit out of sync here as Air Force gives it right back.
Yeah, they just seemed a little rattled by that 10-man there, but that's such a plus when you have a goalie who can come out of the cage and pick up extra ground balls for your defense. It's just unfortunate they couldn't get the ball cleared.
Here's Foley. Charlie Foley scored the last goal for Lafayette, made it 12-10 at a big block there in goal by Matt Deedy. Stop, they'll flip point. They'll drive down, dump it off right side, going behind the cage. Quick rotation here by the Leopards. It's Nate Blaylock, ground ball, bouncing ball, fought for Blaylock, able to scoop it up, and they're going to say possession remains in favor of the Leopards. It's Josh Heaney now to his left. Little 1-2 up top, trying the far side and overshoots the cage. Matt Deedy in goal for Air Force, getting his first career start here this afternoon. Big spot here is Air Force. A grind of a non-conference schedule, trying to get out with the win, and it will not be easy as that ball ripped in by Ben DiBattista, and this one counts. And the Leopards with cross pass and lost possession for Air Force. They turn it over. And then Lafayette wings it back, able to snag it at midfield. This is DiBattista to the point. They'll wheel around, quickly get rid of it. Look out, one-on-one. They bounce it in, and Lafayette is within a goal. Clifford Chapman, his first goal of the game. The freshman makes it 13-12 Air Force. And that was a costly no call, Danny.
I concur, Doctor. That was just another unsettled situation on a one-on-one with Deedy. Not a lot he can do about that one. And it looks like we have a timeout on the field.
So break in the action with that. We'll step aside now. They throw it into the corner.
Gilman.
Ball game over. Air Force holds on. What a win today by the Falcons. Tip your cap to the Leopards. They played great. Coming from behind, trailing by 5 goals twice. They get it to 1, but can get no closer. Air Force, Danny, in the end, defense gets it done for the Falcons.
Yeah, absolutely. The defense stood tall in that last position.